Hello, hello, welcome. This is the Premier League pre-review. This is the review week 31 in the Premier League. This is the football show. You're welcome. Subscribe to the channel, follow, like, share, all that kind of good stuff. Let's get straight into it. This is the preview looking at the game day 31 in the Premier League. A couple of games played in the Premier League. Loads of games played, and this is just reviewing it, and we're just looking straight at the fixtures. So let's get straight into it. Let's get straight into the fixtures in the Premier League. Here we go. Those are the games played over the weekend of the the 5th or 6th of April. And let's just get straight into the fixtures. You can see there, first set of games played. Everton taking on Arsenal. That was the first game. That was the first game in the fixture. That one was a draw. Arsenal scored first. I thought Arsenal were going to run away with it, but it was. I always thought it was going to be great. It was going to be. It was going to be tough for Arsenal, but I thought they would be able to get the victory to negotiate that game, but it didn't prove to be that way as they just managed to go draw. The penalty was a bit dodgy, according to. I saw the penalty as well. It looked like it was a foul, but I think nowadays if you're going in into tackles, you gotta be careful when you're putting the tackles in, and you can give away a free kick or you can give away a penalty. Just gotta be careful when you're putting your tackles in. So there's something on my screen. Wipe that off. So you just gotta be careful when you're going into tackles, and it is one of those that if you don't get that tackle properly, and then you could put yourself in a lot of problems on the screen. Put yourself into a lot of problems, and yeah, it is. It was what do you call it? It was tough, and yeah, Arsenal managed to get a draw in that one, and yeah, it was. There's something on the screen. I don't know. I can wipe that one off. Let's just wipe it off. Yeah, it was. I can't still get it off, but I'm just gonna leave it. It was tough for Arsenal, and they couldn't negotiate. They couldn't negotiate the victory. It ended 1-1, and yeah, I think that's what they can get in that victory. West Ham against Bournemouth. That's the game that we were watching on Saturday. That one ended 2-2. It was a cracking game. I think Bournemouth, West Ham really played well in that game. I thought they were going to win that game actually. They played really, really well. Really put what do you call it? They really put West Ham through a lot. Put what do you call it? They put Bournemouth through a lot of pain in that match. I think that was the first game I've seen West Ham, Bournemouth really struggle. For majority of that game, I think West Ham could have won it. They had some of the really good chances. They could have won the game. And yeah, I think West Ham were very unlucky not to at least. If they won the game, I think I would have been. You wouldn't fault them if they won that game. I think they played really well, and yeah, they played really well, and I think they deserve to get something from it. I thought Bournemouth were going to win that game. To be honest, that's what I thought. But in the end, I think the winner, the best team, draw was a good result for both sides in the game, and yeah, good goals from Bowen with a beautiful header, and also Falco got a good goal as well. So West Ham are struggling. They're struggling to win a lot of games. They got a new manager, so they're struggling to win games, but I think they're doing okay. To be honest, they're doing okay. The manager they have now is good, but we'll see what he does next season. Then we go on to the Ipswich Wolves game. Ipswich scored first in that one. Wolves came from 2 goals down. I think it was Delap that got the goal. Ipswich are gone already, to be honest. I think they're just playing out the rest of the season. Wolves are fighting really well. I think they're 9 points above Ipswich. This was a 3 pointer for both sides, but I think I think Wolves just proved they've got the Premier League quality. John Strand Larson with the goals gave them a 2-1 victory, and they're well deserved as well. Crystal Palace and Palace and Brighton. This is a derby. One is an eagle, one is a seagull, and it was a battle. There was so much tension at the game. They're not even close geographically, but there's history in the game. Jean-Philippe Mateta scored a cracking goal with his left. That shot was just flew into the back of the net. They got an equalizer through what's his name, Danny Welbeck, and then Palace got the winning goal through Minos. I think it was yeah, his name is Minos. I can't remember his first name, but that game had a lot of fight, a lot of tension to it. There was a lot of kicking. There was a lot of 3 red cards in the game as well. You know, Gay got a red card. Van Eycken got a red card as well for Brighton. He just walked off the pitch. Really didn't even talk to the referee. And I think somebody else too got a red card. Eddie Nketiah got a red card as well. So yeah, that game was a tough game in terms of derbies. And then we go on to Villa Forest, ended 2-1 to Villa. Villa played really well, got their victory. And this one, they just looked really, really good for 60, 70 minutes of that game. And then it was, what was his name? Morgan that scored one of the goals. He's turning out to be a really, really top player in this league. And yeah, they just walked the game really. They walked the got the result, and they just showed that they've got the bench to get players to come in as well and get the results. Forest got a goal back, and but they just didn't do enough on the day. So that's what happens in the Premier League sometimes. If you don't start well, you're gonna be playing catch up, and I think Forest deserve what they get, which was the loss. And yeah, Villa looking good. And then we go to Tottenham and Southampton. This was the one we were watching. This one, first half, Tottenham just really, really bossed Southampton, really pinned them. You know, they were like a caged animal, Tottenham. The way they moved the ball around the press, around the pitch. It was basically one, because there was only going to be one winner. Got their goal, 2 really good goal from Brennan Johnson. They got another one which was disallowed by the referee, and for offside by toenail from or shoulder or hair length from Romero. With the assist for Boval to score. And yeah, Tottenham played well. Southampton gave everything, but I think they didn't really create much. They got their goal as well, and then Tottenham got the third goal to kill the game off. Penalty from Tell. It's been a lot of hula baloo from Tottenham fans. Fans just overreact to everything. You know, everything is highlighted. You know, designated penalty taker. I think it was Tell. I think the manager, the captain gave the ball to Tell, and Tell buried it. He was so confident with the kick as well, and he scored it. So people just overreacting about should have given it to Johnson to score a first hat trick. You know, emotional in this thing. If we give it to if they gave it to Johnson and he missed the penalty, everybody will go 360 degrees the other way. So yeah, you know, all this emotional thing in football is just crap. So yeah, Tottenham with a big victory going into that game on Thursday. I think winning against Southampton is going to be the game on Thursday. 2 separate games. They still have to go and do the job on Thursday. And going on to the next one, Fulham Liverpool. That one was a good game as well. Fulham raced off. Liverpool scored first. McAllister with a cracking shot. Fulham is a tough place to go to. They don't lose so many games at home, but they came back really strong. And us with a goal. Iwobi with a good one as well. And they were basically flying at 3 goals to 1. Liverpool got back into it. Got a goal back from, I think it was what's his name? Diaz with the goal. I think Liverpool, they want to wrap this league up on time. They need to just win the game. They don't want to leave it to the last minute where people are still thinking, oh, no, there's still 6 points or 9 points. I think it's 11 points now ahead of Arsenal. They just need to go and win this game. They win the league. They're not playing any competition, so there's no excuses. Monday to Friday, they go rest. They can rest players, and yeah, so it's looking like they're gonna do it, but it's just gonna be one of those dragging on. But yeah, good victory for Fulham. Brentford Chelsea played a goalless draw, which was you know I thought it was gonna be a Brentford win actually, but Chelsea, they're struggling for goals. Every part of the field they look okay, but goals win you games, and I think that's where the problem is for Chelsea. Um, and then one of the boring game, Manchester United City. I was watching it and I nearly fell off my sleep, man. That was so boring, to be honest. Defense against attack. I think I'm getting to a stage where I'm getting fed up with those kind of games now. But I guess you gotta have to do what you have to do to get a point. And they did what they have to do, Manchester United, to get that draw. But even Manchester City, they just there was no bite in attack that day. I mean, it was tough to watch, really, to be honest. But thank God it ended in a draw. To be honest, I couldn't wait for that game to finish. I love my football, but I couldn't wait for it to finish. So yeah, that is um, that is the Premier League review week game day 31. Gonna be soon. You can check out the team of the week. There's gonna be a post about the team of the week. You can see all the team of the week in there, and then we'll be doing we're looking at the predictions, and then because I've been playing against AI and gonna see the scores. We'll be doing that sometime this week, so you can check that one out as well. And yeah, so that's it really. The football show, the review, game day 31, and it was boring in Manchester. That's all I can say, to be honest. So thank you for watching. Stay safe. God bless, and I'll catch you again next time.